know if you can see that. With a humongous gar. Just right there he is. Look how big that sucker is. He's every bit 2 feet long. He knows I'm here now. I spooked him. Good, I don't want him here. Alrighty, gang. We're here launching above Melton Hill Dam. Ready to go do some bass fishing with live bait. Hey. What are you doing? Hey, you want to be catfish bait? Can't get close to me like that without thinking you ain't catfish bait. Come on now. So, looking from here, I want to let you all point out where you think the bait is. See if you can pick it up on camera. So, if you've already answered, you'll probably have pointed right here, this section, over there, and that section. If that's what you guessed, you are absolutely correct. I don't know if you can tell or not, but they were swimming right towards me. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of smaller ones right here. That's good. A few big ones, that's okay. We'll sort them out. There we go. Big old crappie. There you go. Good hook set. There goes the minnow. Here comes the crappie. Whoa, that's pretty. Off of a 2.5 inch Gizzard Shad. That's cool. I don't care what you think about that. That's so cool. I made a little mess right here. I ain't even going to measure him yet. That's how you do it, fellas. And look, I already got one right here that wants to show itself. Kind of shows you a little bit too. They're kind of shallow. I'm gonna try to put this big boy. Golly, I love how lively he is. He's gonna do just good. There we go. That's where I want him, right there. That's where I actually caught that crappie earlier. Nope. Tricked me. That's okay. Just put you right back there. See, you probably didn't see it in the camera, but as soon as he hit that water, he went shoom. And that's what you get. Right there. Holy cow, what a smallmouth. I need to set the drag on this one. This is a good smallmouth. Holy cow, what a smallmouth. I need my dip net, I need my dip net, I need my dip net, I need my dip net. It's right behind me. Holy cow, stay on, big boy. What a fight. God. I can't get him. Pretty colors on him too. Look how pretty this smallmouth is, folks. Holy cow. Or is that a mean mouth? That's probably a mean mouth. Wow. What a pretty smallmouth. At first, I mean, you tell me what that is, folks. I'm gonna call it a smallmouth. It's hard for me to tell the difference between a mean mouth and a smallmouth, but I don't care what else you say about it. Oh, look at that pretty fish. That's a solid 2-pounder right there, every bit of it. I don't want to say 3-pound because he's still got a little bit of length to go to reach 3 pounds, but as far as his size, he's definitely a solid 2. Gosh, look at that mouth on him. Smiling for the camera. Oh, what a pretty fish. Whew. Man, I told y'all, you can't beat live bait. Here, I'm gonna set you down in the water and never mind. He said, forget you. I'll go in the water myself. Let's go, folks. Let's go. Oh, we got crappie in the live well. We got smallmouth. We got God's blessings every day. Let's go. GoPro off my head to cool down a minute. And this rascal's daggum surprised the heck out of me. I just had to sit in the water. And yet it's another smallmouth. Huh. Oh my gosh. Give me a sec. I'm going to set this on my head real quick. Ain't that just something awesome? And look where I got him hooked to. Man. That's good right there. It got hot, so I went and took my GoPro off, and I thought, well, I'll just relax here for a minute. Went over a spot I didn't even, there's no sign of brush or nothing. Ended up with another smallmouth. Man, what pretty colors. Look at that belly on him. Pretty color on the belly, on the back. You gotta love it. Well, I didn't let the one go last time like I wanted to, so we'll give you a chance right here. Oh yeah, see, look at that. He won't take my thumb. He's mad at me. Truth be told, another reason that I took my GoPro off, because I was about to throw my cast net right over here where you can see some shad jumping. I was going to dump these old ones out and get some fresh ones. And then all of a sudden, well, yeah, there you go, boom. All right, let's catch us another one. Rude. I want to try to double fish. Use a Bobby Garland with live bait in the water as well. See how this works out. Huh. Had a little bite right there. Don't know if bluegill or not. I don't think it was a crappie. There's fish jumping all around, that's for sure, but just trying to see what they'll bite on right here. I moved to a different creek. They stopped biting that one area, and I went to a couple other spots and had no luck, so I thought, well, shucks, let's try the mother creek right here. And I'm glad I did. What a crappie. I should not have done that without a dip net, because look at how lightly hooked he is. But boy, that is a good, I got a bite right there. And I just about bet my bottom dollar that's a crappie too. Son, they're here. And I gotta get out of their hole and not spook them. Boy, what a fat crappie. Hi. There's a bunch of things that are wrong with me, folks. I'm sure you figured that out by now. Son, what a crappie. That's off a pink 2-inch Bobby Garland. Cool. There we go. He bit that so light I didn't even notice him. We might keep him. Ow. Let's see what he is. He's at 10 1/8. Right there's the 10-inch mark. You want to slide? All right, there's your nose. Okay, yep. He's 10 1/8. He's a keeper. But guess what? Well, you know, let's do this instead. There you go. Because what I'm going to do is get away from this little spot right here. Just enough to where we can let him go. Away from telling his buddies to not bite these little Bobby Garlands. So we'll do that real quick. Yeah, he's a keeper. He's 10 1/8 and he's a very healthy fish. He's got some very healthy slabs on him. But you know what? I think 10 1/2 is going to be the absolute limit. Yep. There you go, little buddy. You're probably thinking, well, Kevin, I mean, he was a keeper. You could have kept him. Yeah. But there for a while, and I'm talking about a very long time, when I first got my kayak, I never caught crappie less than, let me rephrase that, I never kept crappie less than 11 inches long. Yes, the legal limit's 10 inches, I get that. And even truly, this one crappie that I've caught off camera, it is 10 1/2. And I almost threw it back, but I thought, man alive, they've got some meat on the bones. And even that crappie, at 10 1/8 of an inch long, he had some solid meat on the bone. But I just, really between 11 and, yeah, between 11 and 13 inches is my preferred crappie to keep. Look at that snake right there. Look at him, he's gonna try to come after me. Luckily that snake swam away from me. He wouldn't have hurt. I mean, he was only a foot long. But I don't welcome snakes onto my boat. I do, however, welcome fish on my boat. Especially this one, Mr. White Crappie. Hey, buddy. Had a couple of kinfolk in my cast net from earlier. You tell them that they don't belong in the cast net, they belong on the fryer. Like I said, I count down so many seconds after casting in a specific spot, if I can get my words to work. But anyway, I'll just count down to about 8 in my head, and then just kindly, just like I have a little steady reel, kind of keep a pace on my reel, and wha-bam, there you are. Right there's 8. And that's 8 seconds in my head. 8 seconds in my head and 8 seconds in reality are probably different. But the thing is, if it works for you, who cares? Oh, darn it. had one in his mouth and I took it plumb out. I mean, I felt it too. That's what's cool about this fishing rod. You could feel everything. And I felt that darn thing. He had a hold of it, and I guess the way I pulled that lure out of his mouth, it was just choom, straight out. Like I said, just kind of counting to 8 right there. Just kind of, truthfully, I don't really have a set pace on how I'm reeling it. In my head, I'm pretending that I am the bait, and I'm pretending of what it's like in the water. Regardless of whatever depth I'm in, the way I'm reeling it, how that bait's going up and down like that. And my natural shakes on my fishing rod right here for me just holding it, how it just gives it the natural jerk that it needs to give the tail its action. That's what the crappie can't stand. When they see that tail flop and flop and flop, it's just, it's like they see red. They just cannot handle it, and they've got to go for it, no matter what. That's a really good cast right there. Now see, that's a couple of casts that I put out there and I counted to 8 and there was nothing. So here in my head now I've counted to 10. Yeah, that's about close to 10 seconds. Just staying normal with it, just, you know. You see how I'm doing it right there. Like I said, just not really a specific rhythmic pattern of how I'm reeling it. The biggest thing is like I said, the action of the jig. Here's another no duck quote, but the action of your jig needs to match what the crappie wants, period. If a crappie wants it fast, give it to him fast. If a crappie wants it slow, give it to him slow. If they want vertical jigging, give it to them vertical jigging. If they want it to where you're just reeling it in and they're just staying right in front of their face horizontally, do that. When you figure out the pattern, what their actions are and the way they're biting your bait, game over. 9 out of 10 times you stick to it, you're going to catch endless fish. Golly, I had a fish that hit this and I didn't even know it till just now. I went to hit the record button and then all of a sudden, boom. Golly, look at how round he is. I mean, he's as thick as my hand. I'll see if he's worth keeping. He's right at 10 inches. As big as that boy is, man, he's a bull. Right at 10 inches, my goodness. I know what some of you are doing. You're probably crying, wondering, why didn't you keep him? He's legal. Don't want to. Selective harvesting. Holy cow. I didn't even feel the bite. That's a good one. Holy cow. I should have used the net for that one. This is a really good crappie. Black nose. That's going in the cooler. Heck yeah. My gosh. I don't know what somebody's saying. Measure it, measure it. And I sure will. Let me just get this boat away from this spot right here. He is 11 7/8. But that's okay. That's still a darn good crappie. There we go. That's another good one. Don't think he's... Nah. He may be... God, look at that distinct line right there. That's pretty cool. Look at how them colors reflect off of him in the sun right there. Ain't that something pretty? I'm going to measure him, see if he's at least 10.5, but if he's not 10.5, I'm going to let him go. Let's see here. Well, I can't even see him from that side. So much slime. Well, I'll be darned. He is 10 3/4. That's number 5. And that means it's time to go home. Thank y'all for tuning in. Appreciate y'all enjoying this content and subscribing and doing all that you can to keep up with this channel. Y'all are amazing, awesome people. Those that tune in, that don't subscribe, y'all are just as amazing as well. Don't worry about anybody and what they tell you and how they want to drag you down. You just put that one foot in front of the other. Set your mind on a goal. Go for that goal and don't stop until that goal's been reached, no matter what. Do not let, because this world's going to bring you down. All this world's made for is to have people bring you down, because they don't want you to be above them. But you're not worried about stepping above them. You're worried about stepping above what is expected of you. And every time you step above your own expectations, you just keep getting better and better and better. And whether somebody else has a problem with that is none of your concern. If they got a problem with it, they need to do their steps as well, and stepping up and getting better and better and better. That's how life works, and that's how it should work. We shouldn't try to climb over each other. We should try to climb together. Try to love together. Try to embrace together. Try to be together. That's what God made us for. That's what He intends us to do for each other. And this world is so full of people that wants to step over one another with blessings beyond what they deserve. And nobody deserves any more blessings than what they've got already, because that's at the mercy of God. But when you count your blessings and you humble yourself and you take that step to be together with somebody, with that step you take, rather than to step over that somebody, you will have a happy and joyful life that God will abundantly provide for you, as long as you keep the eyes on the prize. Thank you so much again for watching, everybody. Crappie Kev here is going to sign out. We'll see you all next time. Let's go!